This is the infamous place known as Little St. James, also called Epstein Island, spread across 72 acres in the Caribbean. This island looked like a luxury paradise from the outside one, frequently visited by powerful and wealthy people. The island had luxury villas, private residences, libraries, and every high-end facility imaginable. Famous businessmen, politicians, and celebrities visited under the label of vacations and parties. But behind this glamorous image was a far darker reality. Visits to the island were presented as leisure trips, yet reports revealed that underage girls were also brought there, according to investigations. Underground tunnels existed on the island, something that still raises serious questions today. This island was not just a location. It was a system where money, power, and influence were used to silence people. The elite guests who visited were rarely questioned, because the island was considered exclusive and untouchable. For the victims and their families, speaking out was extremely difficult. Challenging powerful people was never easy. For years, the truth remained hidden. But in March 2005, the silence finally broke. In Palm Beach, Florida, a young girl showed courage and reported Jeffrey Epstein to the police. As the investigation progressed, it became clear that Epstein had targeted not just one or two, but many underage girls. Local police, the FBI, and other federal agencies became involved. Documents were presented in court that later became known as the Epstein files. Questions began to surface. Who was Jeffrey Epstein really? How did a man with an ordinary background gain such immense wealth and influence? In the 1970s, Epstein was a simple teacher. Over time, he gained access to powerful circles, began managing money for the wealthy, and eventually became part of a vast financial and influence network. He owned luxury properties in New York, Paris, and New Mexico. His 75,000-acre ranch in New Mexico was one of his most notable assets. His private jet, later nicknamed the Lolita Express, traveled internationally many times. Powerful and well-known figures were guests on his jet and on the island. Epstein was not just rich, he was deeply connected. But behind this glamorous lifestyle was a story of exploitation and abuse. In 2008, a secret plea deal was made. Prosecutors and Epstein's lawyers reached an agreement that resulted in Epstein receiving only 18 months in hell. Shockingly, he was allowed to work during the day and return to jail only at night. He was released after just 13 months. This deal protected not only Epstein, but also many of his powerful associates. Victims were kept in the dark, and the truth was buried once again. However, Epstein made one critical mistake: his arrogance. He believed money and power could buy silence forever. Survivors like Courtney Wild and others slowly gathered the courage to speak out. Virginia Giuffre filed a civil lawsuit and named both Epstein and his close associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. Investigations revealed that Maxwell played a key role in recruiting, grooming, and delivering girls to Epstein. This network extended beyond the island, reaching schools and cities. In 2018, journalist Julie K. Brown published a groundbreaking investigation in the Miami Herald, reviving the entire case. The report had a massive impact across the United States. On July 6, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was arrested again. This time, no secret deal saved him. Bail was denied, and many believed that the truth was finally coming out. But on the morning of August 10, 2019, the world was shaken. Epstein was found dead in his Manhattan jail cell. Authorities ruled it a suicide, but malfunctioning cameras and missing records raised serious doubts. Epstein was gone, but the story was far from over. Ghislaine Maxwell was later arrested and sentenced to 20 years in prison. The judge called the crimes extremely serious. A compensation fund was created, providing financial support to more than 150 survivors. Between 2024 and 2025, efforts began to make the Epstein files public. Emails, documents, and records were released. Some names were withheld, while others sparked new controversy. More than 1 million pages are still unreleased. Some demand full transparency, while others claim to protect victim privacy or Questions about Epstein Island remain: tunnels, surveillance cameras, medical facilities, and private docks. Was it just a private island or a global center of power, control, and blackmail? Even today, this case is considered one of the largest unresolved scandals in modern history. Crimes can be hidden, but they cannot be erased. When the truth surfaces, even the most powerful names fall. Epstein may be dead, but his files are still alive. And until the full truth is revealed, this story's not over.